What up, guys? Today, I guess, is Pokemon Mystery Mail Day number 29. So our 29th video where I've got random mail, at least since I started it. I thought this was such a great idea because I order so many random things off of eBay all the time, and I tended to forget what they were. So if I would want to talk about them, I'd be like, I gotta open this up and see what it is. So essentially, they're a mystery for me, they're a mystery for you. Also, I'm just doing stuff throughout the week, taking care of the business, taking care of family, and ultimately I just forget what I even did. And so it's sometimes a nice surprise for me too. I'm also going to open up a couple more packs. I'm finally starting to get over Brilliant Stars and just realize that, I got a lot of holos. I have a ton of holos. I have a ton of V cards, and I was warned about the pull rates on all the sets. And so I've already started ordering the cards that I want. I'm going for an alternate Rayquaza. I just ordered an alternate Blaziken. So Blaziken actually comes out of the Chilling Rain set. I've got a booster box back there as well that I'm keeping sealed. But yeah, Chilling Rain, leave that over there. That's the set that Blaziken alternate art is coming out of. When I realized how many Chilling Rain packs I opened, and then I looked at the data for $8,000. Hey, beautiful girl. Who's a pretty girl? Hi. We have a little window that connects. It's not a window, it's just like an open partition that connects to our sunroom. So there's actually natural light coming in here during the day. It actually has, it's an old window. It's an add-on part of the house where our sunroom is. So it's not just a partition. It was an old window, and it has these, you can roll them. I'm trying to explain it because even if I point the camera over there, you're not going to tell what it is. But you can roll the bottom of them, like turn the bottom of them, these handles, and they kind of can open out like that. And they're just painted so it looks like it's part of the wall when it's closed. I've always left it open, but in terms of like light hitting all this stuff and kind of fading this product, because the light comes into the sunroom first, it's never directly on any of this stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. In the new magnetic cases that I have, yeah, it's painted glass. The new magnetic cases that I have for a lot of my Shadowless big three cards, like Shadowless Charizard, Shadowless Blastoise, Shadowless Venusaur, those are from Pro Mold, and they are UV resistant. I know that PSA graded cards are not UV resistant, and I actually just found out they're not flood resistant, which kind of sucks. I think there's a lot of hype into PSA, but it is a nice, genuine way to keep track of the cards and show that they have their certification and all that stuff. In a little scan code now, that's a nice touch to the new PSA graded cards. So that is why I'm going into this direction, and we'll continue to. But like I was saying about the newer sets, I looked at the pull rate data. It was like $9,000 to complete Chilling Rain, and I'm sure if you half that price or even a third that price, that's what it is till you find an alternate card. I know the alternate card pull rates were bad, like 900 to 1200, somewhere in that area, I'm sure. So I've begun to be a little more realistic with myself and say, okay, some people are going to get very lucky and pull these cards. I am not that lucky dude. I am fortunate enough, however, to be able to afford all these cards, and I could have bought all of the alternate art cards out of all these sets if I had just put that money towards that instead of buying a bunch of Brilliant Stars and opening it. But I will say, I'm definitely close to completing that master set with Brilliant Stars. I mean, I'm missing a couple really, really rare cards, and that's pretty much it. I've got everything else, and hopefully down the road, those bulk cards will be worth something. As well as, I got a booster box, and I am contemplating going back today and getting another Brilliant Stars booster box and keeping it sealed. I'm also thinking about going to the shop that I've referenced on here. I'm not sure where that information is, but I had a little business card I left out called Your Local Game Store. It's here in Charlotte. They're who I get my boxes from, and I know they have cases sitting of Chilling Rain, so I'm really excited to eventually, when I can get my money back up, I want to buy cases of Chilling Rain and sit on them, because that is the cheapest case they have. That's the cheapest one online you can get. Guys, booster boxes are going down, and they've started going back up. They're going to end up higher. So any of the stores that are sitting with the same prices they had a month or 2 months back, you want to go ahead and grab that inventory. In my opinion, I definitely would like a couple cases of booster boxes to sit in this room, and then 20 years I can say, hey, I actually am the original owner of this stuff. I bought it, I sat on it for a really long time, and then I'm selling it. Anyways, guys, I got the Blaziken for my first ever alternate art card that I'm buying. I have a Celebi alternate art that's up there, and the card's up there. I have a Umbreon, which is the only alternate that I pulled out of Brilliant Stars, an Umbreon full art alternate card, or maybe it's just an Umbreon full art card, VMAX, Umbreon VMAX full art. Then the Celebi full art. Trying to think, I got the Gengar from Fusion Strike VMAX full art. I got Aggron VMAX full art from Brilliant Stars. Trying to think, guys. From Chilling Reign, I got the Galarian Moltres V full art. Charizard VMAX from Darkness Ablaze full art. Honestly, not bad. From Evolving Skies, I have 2 Umbreon VMAX full arts. I just got the Sylveon VMAX last night. I had the Rayquaza VMAX from Evolving Skies full art. A Gyarados full art from Brilliant Stars. A Flygon V full art from Brilliant Stars. An Arceus V, a bunch of other V cards, a bunch of other full arts that I didn't care for. But I think I did a little better than I'm giving myself credit for. I just have to give the market time to catch up for what I put into it. But I definitely will be just buying a lot of the alternate art cards. I've got Blaziken VMAX alternate art on the way. Guys, I love Blaziken. I actually will be searching for several Blaziken cards because I just think Blaziken is sick. I got my low battery thing. And I just want to make sure it was still recording. Baby, can you tell my mom that I'm doing a video right now? She just tried to call me, and I don't want her to think that I'm blowing her off. Okay. Alright, so let's open this guy first. We'll talk a little bit about that. This is from it doesn't give the name from where it came from in terms of the business. It just says, the name of the person, Justin Antonishek. So I don't know if I said that right, Antonishek. Justin Antonishek. Anyways, thank you, Justin. I'm excited for whatever this is. I'm sure I'll be happy with it. Honestly, from the stuff I've been buying lately, off third party like eBay, I've been pretty happy with the overall result. I'm just kind of worried about cutting this at a certain place. Okay, yeah, that'll do. These, what is this, a Husky? Yeah, this Husky razor blade knife, this is clutch. I'm pretty sure my dad gave this to me. Not sure where I found it, but ever since I found it, it's just made openings a lot smoother and quicker than they used to be. Okay, set that aside in our trash pile. Okay. Alright, now yesterday I got pretty close to clipping the PSA card, so I got lucky yesterday. I need to be surgical today. Now, I do watch Grey's Anatomy, so I actually mean that. She's calling me again.
I just texted her.
Can you just call her? Please. Okay. Now, this was wedged between 2 cardboard pieces. I was just going to kind of pull it out, but I don't want to scrape this PSA slab. Anyways, everything looks good. I would take a picture of the of this scan code right here. That will tell me if the certification, if everything is legit. I have already actually looked up this card. It is in the database. As far as if I remember correctly, I looked at all my PSA cards last night. So everything should be good as far as that goes. So I'm getting to see that. Wow. So this is a stunning card. It is a Shadowless Venusaur. Now, I do have the Shadowless Charizard, and I have the Shadowless Venusaur and Shadowless Blastoise already. Now, I also have the Shadowless Blastoise in a PSA 4. In fact, I'll just go get my big boy. And I have all of the pre-evolve forms. The starter Pokemon, Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, their evolved forms, Charmeleon, Wartortle, Ivysaur, they're all PSA 8s, which is eventually what I'll be going for because I think that's what I can afford, at least in my lifetime. I don't really need the PSA 10s. I would just like, 7s or 8s. And since I already got 8s of their pre-evolved forms, I think going for 8 is a good goal. But this is a 4, and it's just in such great condition. This is a Shadowless Blastoise in a PSA 4. It's in really, really good condition. It's really hard to beat these artworks. It's tempting because I do have a few, I think 6 or 7 right now, base set unlimited booster packs. One of them is a heavy Blastoise artwork. There could be a Venusaur, Blastoise, or Charizard base set unlimited holographic cards sitting in there in a mint 10. It's just crazy to think about, but there also could be a chance he's sitting in there in a mint 10. It's like I'm not willing to take that risk. I'll open 1,200 of sleeves, hoping the odds won't be against me because there's so many cards, and I did pull a lot of hollows, but I'm not going to open something where the odds are there's 16 hollows in the base set, so 1 in 16th chance. I guess I should say 3 in 16th chance of getting one of those base set starters, because any one of them, I paid like $3.75 for the pack, something like that. Any one of them would be, worth it if I pulled, one of the big 3, whether it be Venusaur or Blastoise and not Charizard. And a PSA 10, those are definitely fetching a pretty penny. I can't say off the top of my head. I think a PSA 10, I think I've seen base set unlimited Charizards in PSA 10, and this is a crazy price. I think 5 to 10K is more realistic, but I think I've seen one on eBay recently. It was $30,000 for a PSA 10 base set unlimited. So it makes me think that a base set 10 unlimited Venusaur would be somewhere around, $5,000, maybe $6,000, maybe 4. I don't know, because it's not as sought after. And then the Blastoise would be more around like 5 or 6 grand, maybe 7 or 8. 'Cause some people really like Blastoise. Blastoise, I believe, has almost as good of a following as Charizard. I think everyone just likes a dragon, but there's some people that just love Blastoise. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Bowser from Super Smash Bros. He's got he's a big old turtle, and he's got his jet boosters. What does he say? It says, a brutal Pokemon with pressurized water jets on its shell. They're used for high-speed tackles. I love it. I love it. That's just great. Anyways, that's a 4. And I don't know if you guys can see well enough, but the back and the centering on this card are really, really good for a 4. This is definitely one of my best graded cards that I have. In my opinion, it looks like it needs to be regraded. Some of these PSA cards, I can tell the person did not attempt to clean the cards, and I get it. It's not worth like leaving micro scratches and getting an even worse possible grade for trying to clean the card. A lot of antiquities owners say don't even try and clean up stuff when you get it. Leave it in the shape that you found it, because that's when it's going to be highest valued. I don't necessarily believe in that because PSA is not antiquities. I think that you catch the right guy on the right day who's had a good interaction with his wife right before he graded your card. He had a text, hey, I love you so much, yeah, I'll see you at home for dinner, then hung up and graded your card. Or the guy that just got a promotion and then decided to grade your card. Now, I know the guys at PSA probably don't make much money, or at least that's what the rumor is. But for the most part, you just catch someone on the right day and you have a cleaned up card that you put time into brightening up and cleaning up a little bit. A lot of people live by Windex for the cleaning up the hollow on cards, and just getting those yellow borders really, really nice. Here is my base set Shadowless Charizard, and I think its grade would be around a 3. To be fair with myself, to be really, really fair, I think its grade would be a 3 because it does have one hollow surface scratch below the hollow part of the card. It has a little bit. It's got some serious nicks that I didn't previously see. Now I'm doing everything on the computer that me and my wife got. She plays Sims on it. I will use it for eBay. It's a curved big screen computer, so it's perfect for looking at all the imperfections of cards, and it's making me a lot more aware. Okay, who's calling me now? It's making me a lot more aware of stuff and the conditions of cards. But yeah, this Charizard's definitely rougher than I thought. So I think it'd be somewhere along at PSA 3. I did pay about $375 as I buy it now. It's probably a little more than it's worth. It's probably more worth like $320, $330. But it is a really, really straight card. And that means something to me. When the card is really straight, has no bends, the holo really doesn't have many scratches on it at all. The holo is actually very, very nice on this card. I'm trying to get it so that y'all can see. The holo is really, really, really nice on this card. But, you know, in the middle of the card, you can see some little tiny scratches that are actually showing some of the holo. It's so faint, you can't really catch it on camera well. And in the right light, it just looks like a beautiful high PSA Shadowless Charizard. Anyways, that is what I'm bidding on right now. I'm looking, that's my top priority right now, is a Shadowless Charizard in any PSA grade at all. I was previously bidding on a 6. I lost it. It's $650. Actually, let me rephrase that. I did not lose it. I actually had to file a report because the eBay seller pulled the listing 2 minutes till close. The card I found on the certification for PSA, it was worth $1,250. So yeah, it was getting bid at half that. And who knows, at the end of the bidding, it could have easily been bid up to $800 or something, but that guy won't know because he pulled it. Anyways, I was super frustrated, as you can imagine, so I talked with the eBay about that. They're trying to keep an eye on sellers that do that because the whole point is that you have a fair chance to bid up on an item. And if they want to set a reserve, they can set a reserve. I just don't personally bid on anything that has a reserve. I don't want to bid on anything that I might not be getting because I have to plan for that. All my funds are like put towards different things. I have to plan for each one. I have to plan for all the bills. I have to plan for the cards that I'm trying to get and figure out how I can squeeze all of it in. Anyways, though, we finally have our PSA Shadowless Venusaur, and it is in a 3, not a 4. And it definitely shows. I mean, first off, the centering on this card is god-awful. It has a really, really large bottom border where the yellow is, and it has 2 really thick borders right here, and then 2 really, really thin borders up here. It has multiple little nicks. You guys can see the holo shining on the edge of it. It has multiple little nicks on the top of the card. Some chips, I mean, not very obvious. Honestly, not very obvious at all. Especially because the shadow of the PSA holder, the parts that really are pressed against the card, kind of shadows over that part. So that's why I love getting these PSA like 3s and 4s. Like, I feel like when populations go down a ton, or like, not populations, but I feel like when entries of these kind of cards go down a ton, the price will go up on these cards, and it'll be easier to get a regrade on them. I don't know. That's just a theory of mine. Especially if there's more cards coming in, more people they're hiring at PSA when they open things back up fully, and less kind of stringent people that are just kind of trying to get the cards graded. You know, that's great for resellers. It is. In terms of the grading I've seen so far, I don't think I've seen really fair grading. I've seen stuff that looks graded too low and stuff that looks graded higher. That I'm honestly looking at a Shadowless Charizard that's like a grade 3 or 4, and I think it's a grade 7 or 8, and I'm looking at it on the big screen, so I'm like, there are no flaws on this card. Why did it get a 4? That guy had a crappy day. I'm actually going to bid up on this card more than it's probably worth because it'd be a cool card to resubmit. I didn't really think about resubmitting, but if PSA opens things back up, I will definitely be submitting cards and starting a business there, as I have a huge stack of holo cards that I would love to get graded, personally graded. That'd be so much fun, like $20 a card. That'd be so much fun. But yeah, so other than that, the holo does have a big old scratch on it. You can see that there, guys. I've got the light perfectly on it in this situation. As soon as you move the card around, it definitely makes it harder to see. Like right there, the card looks pretty good, and then boom, you get that light on it. You can see that one big old scratch. I did not really see that when I was first bidding on this card. And it was a low bid of 100 put in, and if I'd had the big screen at this time, we just got this. I was using my phone when I ordered this. Had I had the big screen, I probably wouldn't have bid on it at all, because knowing me, I never would have bid on a card with a big a big slice, down part of Venusaur's face like that. Granted, it's not in the middle of his face, and it kind of fades out. And when I first look at it, I'm like, how the crap did this card only get a 3? The hollow surrounding it is very, very good. It's a really, really nice hollow surrounding the card, just to highlight the other good things about this card. And then the face of the card, unlike my Charizard, which has about the same size scratch, but in the middle, you just can't see it as much. But the rest of the card looks great. Let's look at the back. I haven't really even looked at the back. The back is rough. I'm surprised this didn't get a 2, honestly. This one I do think could have been graded lower based on the edge wear on the back. You might not be able to see those really, really white corners or this really, really white edge on the side here. But yeah, either way, we now have 2 of the big 3. They're in lower PSA grades. That's okay. That's how we're starting this. It's not bad purchases. It's just budget-friendly, shadowless big 3. So now we are going after this Charizard shadowless next. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back up there. You guys have always been patient with me. Okay, let's see. Now we've got this PSA to go. And I also, at the end of this, am going to sleeve these with my PSA covers as well. That. Really beautiful cards. All right, let's get into it. Now, if I pull something good right off the rip, I'm going to set these down. Because we are really getting down to the last of our overall set of packs. I have about this many, like just stacked this many, maybe like 70 Evolving Skies and Fusion Strike combined. And then maybe like 15 or 20 more Fusion Strikes sitting in a box. So really not a lot of product left that I can open. I have my display over here that's stacked full of cards, but a lot of stuff, like I've told you guys, a lot of stuff in the other sets I was able to pull what I wanted, and I'm pretty happy with it. I do want that alternate Rayquaza, $80, cha-ching, done. I do want that alternate Charizard, $180, done, cha-ching. And the thing is with those, because they're from the newer set, it's gonna be mint. They're gonna be 7s or 8s for $100, you know? 200 for the alternate Charizard, and it'll be an 8 at the very least because the cards just came out. No one's playing with these cards right now, especially not a card like the Charizard. Even though I wonder if anyone can tell me how good that card is in the TCG. I wonder if it's actually a useful card in the TCG. That'll be interesting to know about. So we got a Mew pack art. I don't have any Mew cards. I also... Oh yeah, I want the gold Snorlax out of Chilling Reign as well. I really want that one. I'm trying to think what other cards. There aren't a lot of the cards. That's why I don't know why I ended up going on an escapade trying to pull one card when I could have afforded to buy all these alternate cards for all the sets for $1,000 and just put a lid on it. And go back to talking about vintage stuff. Like, gosh, $1,200. I could have gotten several jungle and fossil packs and maybe even heavies and open 1 or 2. That would have been really fun, just to do a video on one pack for like 30 minutes and then talk about the artworks. That's really what I'd rather go towards. But it's also very hard to find trustworthy sealed packs, so that's another issue. All right, so we're weighing this out. 22.58. It's not really at the top of the weight class, and it's not really at the bottom, so I don't think there's going to be anything. Also, this pack was super easy to open, which is always sus to me, but I know that's just different factory quality. You guys can hear Aspen in the back there. She's really starting to talk a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've got a very damaged card in here. What the heck? Guys, I don't know what that is, but it's the reverse card, and it is like, look at that. Look at that. It's damaged. How does that happen inside of a pack? Which makes me think wherever these came from. I know I got some gas station packs at one point. I don't know if I opened all of them, but yeah, that's messed up. Card in a pack getting damaged like that. Is that Darkrai? Oh, that's cool. So there's like a movie, I think Darkrai Rising or something. We have Hulu now as well, so there's all these Pokemon series, and I've been catching up on XY. We've got this really, really cool artwork for Croconaw. I've always liked this artwork. If somebody can answer this, is there a Feraligatr in this set? I would love to get a Feraligatr. I mean, seeing that there's Croconaw and Totodile. Phantump. Danny Phantump. That I get that now. We got Snorlax. He's just chilling. He's doing what we all want to do every day. Eat apples. That's the thing too. He's huge, but he's portrayed on this like eating a bunch of apples. It's kind of funny. He's like super healthy and he's chilling. We got Snom. Nom 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 nom. Snom. I don't know what that is actually. And that's why I'm watching Series XY again, because I want to actually get more acquainted with the newer Pokemon and be more comfortable with them and less judgmental. Dreepy. We've got Dreepy. He's kind of weird looking. I'm not going to say these cards are stupid because this is how they're animated for the cards, but in the show they could look a lot cooler and a lot different, and that's the thing. That's why I got to keep an open mind. We got Makuhita. We've got a Gen 3 fighter type. Thank goodness. So this is the card that got slight damage. Let's just go ahead and... What is that? Electros. Cool. That's cool rare. Phalanx. Yeah, so this Phalanx reverse got damaged up there. I wonder how something like that could happen to packs that are coming directly out of the store. Especially because it was also sleeved. That is very sus. This is very sus. It gets harder and harder to buy these packs. Again, though, I bought a lot of packs starting out, and I did get some good pulls, but I have no idea how much I spent total on all these sets, pulling all these packs. I could have spent $3,000 on just buying all these packs, and for the cards I have, would not be worth it. So I really need to be more aware of that, because I'm not a big famous YouTuber with a major subscription income, so I have to be aware of that stuff. And you guys have been totally supportive. You know, some of you have said, well, just open less stuff and just talk more about the content, the product. So I am trying to talk more about stuff, but I still love ripping packs, and that's part of the whole hobby, right? All right, we got a Boltund artwork. And I don't expect anything crazy out of Fusion Strike. I never really did out of Fusion Strike. I think that's why I've been so happy with it, is because I kept my expectations so tapered. And I really should have done that with Brilliant Stars. I should have kept my expectations tapered and said, you know what, I'm most likely not going to get that Charizard. But I just was like, I'm going to get it. I'm buying all these packs. I'm going to get it. That one's going to be hard to let go of. Basically, I feel like I'm not going to get over it until I actually win the card in a bid and have it for the channel and say like, yes, we have the alternate Charizard from Brilliant Stars, and it looks so cool fighting a Venusaur. Because that's the truth. I really, really like the artwork on that card. I'm not very passionate about a lot of cards, but that one in particular, I'm like, oh, I want that one so bad. All right, so we got a black border. So we know we're going to get a holo out of this card. Do a little card trick. Let's go. Fighting Energy. We got Eldegoss. I just got this exact card, I assume, from Fusion Strike in a holo, which is pretty cool. I like Eldegoss. I think that's a cool artwork. Like, this is a super derpy Pokemon, but look at that. Like, that's definitely hand-drawn artwork. And it looks really, really good. It's like carrying, like, some kind of cottony ball on the top of it, and it's got the sun and the skies behind it. It's beautiful. I believe Hawlucha. Yep, Hawlucha. Dracloak from Dreepy. Okay, kind of like a dragon flying around in the city. We got Makuhita. Pampor. What is this guy? Sawaddle. That's funny. To swaddle our baby is like to wrap her tightly. So Sawaddle. Okay. We got a Skarmory. I always like Skarmory. Gen 2. Steel type. We got a Jinx. Gen 1. I like these artworks a lot. We got a Morpeko. I do believe I have this reverse. But this is our reverse. And for our holo, I have no idea what's behind this. I don't know if it's a V. I didn't see a background. And I already have him. We got Melmetal. Melmetal for our holo and Morpeko for our reverse. Stack these cards over here. We save the best for last. Evolving Skies. Let's go. And then I really should stop here. Babe, don't let me continue. I should stop here.
You always say that.
22. I know. People are already calling me out for it. Ooh, I don't think I got it. I'm going to open this fully just in case, though. Because, ooh, we got a black code card border. That's 2 black code card borders in a row out of 3 packs. That doesn't seem to happen too much on my channel. So I'm going to go ahead and this is going to be this last pack. I have a lot of good stuff coming, and I already reviewed a PSA card today and talked about what I'm going to be picking up, going after the alternate art cards. Want to leave this stuff just so that I can at least open it down the road when Fusion Strike's a little older. And so that I can keep stocking up on packs. Like if I'm at a Target, I'll grab 5 packs to open 2 that night, you know. So put this over here. 1, 2, 4. I feel good about this pack. It was a light pack. Weighed, I think, just at 22 even. Nothing really looks damaged in the pack. There is a card with whitening on the top already, though. That kind of bums me out, and it's similar to the Fusion Strike one, so that's weird. Dark Energy, Trainer. We got a Rimbombi. That is cool. That kind of reminds me of Butterfree. So Cutie Fly evolves into Rimbombi. Like, this is derpy, but I like it because the artwork is really, really nice on this card. This could be a really great holo. They could have made that a holo. That would have been cool. It is not a rare, though, so maybe not. We got Avalugg here. He's the evolved form from Bergmite. I'll give it to him. It is a good artwork. It is a well-drawn artwork. I think I'd like to see this guy in animation, too. And Bergmite's so derpy, it's kind of cool that he evolves into Avalugg. Dino. I thought he was cool off the rip. It's hard for me to warm up to newer Pokemon, but I liked Dino. I like his color scheme, being the black and the red dots and then the blue body. He's got, all this mountainous terrain. In the skies. That seems to be kind of a little bit of a theme for Evolving Skies. It's like stuff with clouds around it. This is one of my wife's favorite cards, Teddy Ursa. This Teddy Ursa's artwork is phenomenal. This person who drew this, if I can just say, hey, props, that's phenomenal. Feebas is well drawn. Hoppip, I think. Hoppip, who is animated. I don't know why. It would have been such a cool card to draw out. It's such a classic. I don't know why they animated this card. Hoppip evolves into Skiploom, I believe. It's Gen 2. Not sure what Neo set it comes out of, but yeah, cool card to see. I thought this was the reverse for a second. I like Hitmonchan. I do have him in reverse as well. Okay, so I believe there's a V card behind this because I saw black borders, which kind of sucks because I already kind of know what it is based off of those black borders. I know that I feel like it's some kind of V card and not going to be an alternate art or full art, but I could be wrong. Moon and Sun badge. Okay, that is our reverse holo. Okay, so it is a V card. I'm just going to have to learn to be happy with that pull. It's Metacham. I'll give it to you. I'm not a fan of some of these newer Pokemon. Medicham does look like it could have been in the older sets though. Like it looks like it could have belonged in the older generations. So I'm gonna try and be less judgmental and a little more open-minded for these newer cards. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I said I was gonna stop there and I meant it. Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't. Peace.